I
That's what
actually have a
started it.
funny story. So in the beginning of my awakening, that was a huge, I guess, kind of download for me. I need to focus on daily heart opening meditations. And so I did for like a full month every day. And I was actually going to go to a music festival at the end of that month for the first time. And my friend was saying that she was going to bring some party favors, if you know what I mean. And I assumed she was going to, it was mushrooms. And so I was like mentally preparing and reading about mushrooms, all that kind of stuff. Well, the day of the festival, she's like, no, not mushrooms, MDMA. And I was like, I'm not prepared. I haven't done any research on this. And so I like quickly looked up, like, what is MDMA? What can you expect? And like one of the first things I saw was it's like the chemical heart chakra opener. And I was
Oh,
like, no way. Of course it is. After a whole month of me doing this daily, like, of course it's going to be a heart chakra opening medicine. And yeah, and it was really wonderful to see because I was the only person in this group of like 8 people, and they were all couples. And they all, I know them all very well, so I knew their ups and downs, all of their stuff. And I got to like, it was funny because while I was taking the medicine, I was just kind of watching all the other couples. I'm like, what's going on? And I could see them talking to each other. And I could see mostly an improvement on the men in the group and how they just like so many things that I knew they had been wanting to say for so long, but had been, inhibited and be like, no, whatever you have in your head that's like, no, I can't say that, or they don't want to hear that. That silly voice was gone, and I could see them completely open up to their partner and just be like, I love you. I've always loved you. And it was just like beautiful. And I was like, I can't believe this. And I would pop to the next couple and the same thing would be happening. I'm like, this is nothing like it's depicted in the movies where you're going to be like licking a fuzzy wall. Like it was really cool because it like uninhibitedly allows you to say what has been on your mind about that person. My sister and I got to have a very deep healing conversation as well. And like it was just, I'm getting chills because it was just life changing. And so I'm very appreciative. And there is an episode of, I think it's called How to Change Your Mind on Netflix. There's an entire episode on MDMA therapy, which is really great for people with PTSD and have
mhm.
trouble with that wall around your heart. So check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for sharing that, Dale, because it was, isn't it beautiful how things are created, lined up for you, where it's like
There are no accidents.
there are no accidents. You have this beautiful at a heart opening ceremony at a festival, pretty much.
Yeah, it was wonderful. It was a magical time. And I just kept imagining me in the center of this like huge throng of people pouring out love out like almost like an umbrella of golden glitter light on everyone. I was like, I'm just a love fairy. But yeah, it was a good time. I highly recommend doing that responsibly.
Yeah.
Okay, back to you, Hercules. Thank you for letting me share that story.
Yeah, thank you.
So what does it mean when someone is connected to you through lineage? So we've been talking a lot about lineage. So when someone is part of the Hercules lineage, what does that usually mean in terms of what kind of characteristics they they have?
Pure of heart, it and the type of characteristics are um, integrity and dependable, like almost to a fault, where you try to save everybody. It's the hero complex sometimes.
That makes sense
Oh,
for the puzzle.
yep.
Good thing you noticed. I haven't had it yet.
Somebody said open her eyes.
Oh, it did some. Oh, in your head.
Yeah. Okay.
That's nice that they're monitoring. Thank you to whoever
Yeah,
said
I've
that.
got my own mods.
I love that. Okay, so pure of heart and maybe over helpers, the heroes of the group.
Yeah.
Um, and you even said that they're usually beautiful, sometimes Leos.
Beautiful Leos, yes. Outgoing, courageous, a little stubborn.
Yes.
Got a nice little hot temper, but knows how to balance it out.
Okay. Um, And when is it supportive for someone to call on you, and when is it not? Is there any moments where it's not? But first, starting with when would you like people to really think of you, call on you?
Really, I mean, if calling on me, Hercules, like in this aspect, if you can call on me, if you need, extra oomph, a little bit of help to set a boundary. Also, for I'm really good with business decisions and um, really good at helping organize like plans and ideas. So I'm really good at that. um, and so if somebody's like looking at, but more like on the spiritual side of, if somebody's really looking to do the heart, start working with their heart and um, just need somebody to hold space for them and be there for them. I'm your guy, but I'll probably show up more in the Yeshua expression because it, it he protrudes more love. Like that's just like part of that version, his like energy. But um, really, and if I want to say assistance in agriculture, but then I hear Inky being like, "Hey." So,
That's my turf.
yeah. But if you need help from the lion's heart, call on me.
Okay. And, I want to kind of also mention you also have an alien expression, just like the other members of the council.
I do. Yes.
And is there a difference in when someone should call on that version of you versus your God expression?
The alien version of when you call in my alien expression, you're gonna get more technical side of things, not like primal brunt force of like I'm as God frequency here. It's more zippy energy, techie, fun, lot of fun, fast sense of humor, a little racy, I guess. Um, and yeah, like it's been said before, in alien expressions, we get to have a lot more fun. So call on me in an alien expression if you really want are trying to do any kind of energetic upgrade or I know uh, I can come in and help you more on the alien aspect. I can come in with like maybe your whatever guides you got or angels and help out with heart chakra, more of a finer attunement. And that's just kind of more like the sparks and wires part of me. So a little bit more deeper hands on in in your field, not around you, I guess
Okay.
is how
I like that description.
yeah.
And another interesting thing about your alien expression versus your God expression and the connectedness of everyone in the council, but especially between you and Persephone. Um, and Persephone got to confirm this in the last interview, is that your alien expressions would be accurately described as like friends with benefits.
Yes, yes. We love using that that description for our dynamic. It's fun. And like it's like that kind of dialogue that you can imagine that dialogue working one on one with me, or just it's for those who are curious what it's like to work with like me in my alien form, or in my god form. It's fun. I have fun dialect with you, and it's like hanging out with your brother, really.
I love that. Yeah, and so it's just very interesting because as Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, which roll up into Hercules and Persephone, that is not a friends with benefits situation there. That is more like the embodiment of divine union
Yes,
here on
yes.
Earth. And
So that one's a little more serious.
yes. So you got to express love in all its flavors
All
with her.
flavors.
Yes.
And you all have done such too with your family, your soul
That's
family.
true. That is true. We saw as a past life or parallel life is the more accurate term, hypnotist. It's interesting how often I see like, oh, yep, that was your father this time, but last time y'all were married or you were flip-flopped and you were the father and he was the child. So it's the circle and exchanging of roles is very interesting.
Yeah, and I know it's a wild concept for some to really wrap their minds around, but it's true. It's how it is. It's just that dynamic. You switch roles. What are we gonna do this time? Who's gonna be the family dog? You know?
Yes. And so, yeah, aliens in general tend to have more of a free love association
Yeah.
with partnership. I think I said the other day in my divining rods practice, it's like you value presence over possession in love.
Correct. Yes.
And jealousy is kind of a not a foreign concept, but just it's irrelevant.
Yeah. Jealousy. It's just something that we don't dip into. Yeah.
Okay. And so going into the Yeshua connection and the divine union part of his story, I was wondering if it's possible to speak with Yeshua today and have him speak to the public.
Yes. He is ready to come in. I'm gonna step out.
Okay, thank you, Hercules. We'll see you afterwards.
Hello, Dale.
Hello, Yeshua. When you open Stephanie's eyes, are you actually looking through, or is it Stephanie looking through?
I can see you.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna close them again, but we're testing the waters. This is pretty cool. It's fun to try different things.
Yes.
It's been a minute since I've been in here. I mean,
No,
in
I
this
didn't get to
manner.
talk to you. I didn't get to talk, and also in here. But yes, in there too. I
Yeah.
didn't get to talk to you in our pre-interview discussion. I'm excited to get to see you today.
Yeah, Hercules really hogged that conversation, but it's okay. I was there. I was relaying stuff on, so he was interpreting really well.
I love that. And I love that you both arrived today for the interview on this like golden light.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It was feeling really uncomfortable for Stephanie. She was freaking out a little bit in there because it was like so quiet and dense. But yeah, we came in like yeah,
On your golden chariot of light.
yeah. We gotta have fun with this, you
Yes,
know.
I
And
appreciate that. If only everyone could see it, but I love the way she describes it for everyone. Okay, Yeshua. You know, many people don't even call you Yeshua. You're mostly known around these parts as Jesus and that whole story. How would you like to introduce yourself and meet everyone tonight beyond the doctrine and religion? How would you like to really say, like, this is who I am? This is my
I
energy.
I come to you now as the Yeshua who walked in my path and lived my life, and the Jesus concept that was built up off of my identity. Um, there's, you know, of course, it holds some string to me, but I'm coming to you as Yeshua, Ascended Master Yeshua, as Yeshua, the boy who fell and scraped his knee and cried, and his mother helped him. You know, the actual human being that walked this earth and embodied divinity. That's who I'm.
Yes,
That's who I am.
I love that. You know, so many of our stories are like, he's the son of God. It's like, that, yeah, you were a man, and that was the whole point.
The
Bringing the
man
divine
that
into.
accessed what every human is capable of accessing,
Mhm.
and
You were
yeah,
meant to be like a prototype, the model that the blueprint.
and you know, it didn't work out so well, but we all knew that was in line. So you know,
Okay,
but
thank you for that.
what how I like to view it is, came to Earth at that time, and there were many like me before, and I anchored in a frequency to help get us to where we are now. Unfortunately, um, you know, the experience that humanity is moving out of um, really took they took a story of they took my story and created something else. So it's really I don't necessarily associate with that
Mhm.
version. Yeah.
And so, for those out there who would consider themselves like devotees of Jesus slash Yeshua, and they like, would you prefer people not have an image of you on the cross as
Not
like,
on yeah, not have one like on the cross. Like I'm with you when you share like I don't want people to worship suffering
yeah, I
or
agree. That always never sat right with me. I'm like, it's just so hard to look at. Why are we doing this?
yeah.
Okay. I even, when I was first contacted by aliens unexpectedly, I asked about you, and they actually told me that because so many of us think of you as that suffering version, the suffering man on the cross, that it's like we've almost created this egregore, or this
Hmm.
we're giving that version power where we wouldn't really want to do that consciously.
And that was done by design to give all to pray to and to give all this power and energy to a false savior.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing and talking about that.
You're welcome.
A more lighthearted question.
Mhm.
If you were a human man today walking the earth, just like we got to ask Hercules, what would your favorite music be, a favorite music genre?
My favorite music genre would be folk.
Folk music?
Folk
Oh, I love
music.
that.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just so earthy, and I really admire this realm, Earth, and yeah, I think it's just because it's seated so deep.
Yeah, I love that. Folk music. There you heard it. Okay. And what kind of activities, if you got to be, a human for a day here now, what kind of things would inspire Yeshua to like go do activities or foods, or like what would be the thing you'd be excited to experience?
I would eat pizza.
Hmm.
I would try. I would eat pizza, um, and I don't know. I guess depends on where I'm at being a human. I would experience the human things. I think it'd be cool to ride a roller coaster.
I was about to ask, any kind of thrill seeking?
Yeah, yeah. I would love to. I would love to. This goes to that haunted house analogy that Emily did. But I would like to ride a scary ride in the haunted house.
Oh, and be scared for fun. I love that.
Yeah,
Well, I will be riding roller coasters. That's my vacation. We're going to a theme park, and I
I'll be
invite
with
you to
you.
come in and experience it with me.
I'll be with you.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, and I think I the cool thing is that it's like when you ask if I were a human for a day, what would I do? The neat thing is that being in you know a part of all of you because we're all one. I get to experience it through your experiences in a sense. So I encourage you to have fun and do what brings you joy, and I'm right there with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
You're
Yeshua.
welcome.
Okay, so the Bible doesn't have any information really on your early years. I did get to read the Dolores Cannon book called Jesus and the Essenes,
Hey, yeah.
and that was really interesting. And in that book, it sort of described your early formative years as being spent with the Essenes, which was like a very secretive Jewish sect.
Yeah.
and that's where you went to school and you were taught all kinds of things from like Jewish law, Hebrew law to more spiritual things, I imagine. I was wondering if you would like to talk about those early formative years and what you really, I don't know, what's your favorite story from that time, or what would you like to share with us?
Yeah, let me so the so there's the my early formidable years in the schools with the Essenes, and then I was traveling abroad, and I actually did a lot. I think I had the most incredible experience when I was actually training in ice the temples of Isis. Um, my mother Mary and I, she went there, and that's how I met Mary Magdalene. But I uh, probably the best course I in teachings was in that one, and I came across those teachings um, as I was entering my manhood. So it was quite
Yeah,
perfect.
very
I was taught how to really treat a woman and really treat myself. It's quite beautiful.
interesting. And so I always think of you and your traveling and studying as like, I call it your Jedi training years,
Yeah.
where I always imagine you like if you were, you then, but now we would think of you as like from our front frame of reference of media, like a Jedi wizard in a way.
Yeah, it's like a Jedi wizard, like Jesus and Yoda.
Yeah. That's how I think of you, as like just one with the force and of, love only.
And just
We
real
are all one.
soft oneness. Yeah, like we are all one. And it's kind of like what you guys are going through right now. You're going through your Jedi school.
That's true.
So
Our spread out Jedi school.
it
One day
just
they'll
looks a
actually
little bit,
be
it
schools.
just looks different than, you know, it
Yes.
did for me.
Yes. And so you learned, so you were trained in like with Mary Magdalene then, and like learned how to do the divine union
Yes,
practices and all the sacred sexuality practices.
yes.
So very interesting. Okay. Um, and I wanted to know, well, before we get to the sacred sexuality, I had another question about your early years. We are all born with the forgetting, we have to awaken and remember we're not really who we think we are later. But were you born with the forgetting? Or what was that like? Was it different for you?
It was a little, it was, I can't, it was a little different. Um, I, I came in open, but not so open and knowing to where it made it difficult to function as an infant and toddler and uh, child and adolescent. Uh, so took nurturing from
Mm.
my mother to uh, feed the necessary awareness that I needed to evolve. But I came in with a knowing,
Mm.
with an awareness. But it took for me to develop to really access um, the full extent of my
It took
soul's
work.
knowledge and wisdom.
And so that kind of makes me think of like how even now we're getting children and more children coming in who sound very much like that, much more open.
Exactly.
And
And
so,
so, and that's it's like that was so me coming in like that. Now there's tons of souls coming in that way. Just so, and I believe some of you guys are familiar with the like um oh, I just lost it.
are you
I just
thinking of
lost
Indigo, the Indigo children?
Yes, the indigo children.
That's what I thought
And
you
so,
meant.
instead of just one, me,
Many.
Yeshua, there's bunches of them
Yes. And that's a
coming.
common misconception. Everyone is always so stuck on like, you are going to come back.
No,
But that was never the plan. It was you brought unity, Christ consciousness.
Yes.
like almost like coding, if you like to think of this framework as like
Coding. Yes. The code.
computer. You brought in these codes that we can all tap into. And so, and that's what, yeah, Angie's like, most, if not all of us light workers are here right now exactly for that reason, to anchor
Yeah.
in that
Anchoring.
coding in our lives.
And you just, I know, just know that you simply being here and holding your light and anchoring those codes, that's exactly what you're here to do. I know there's a want for more actionable steps, but literally taking care of yourself and breathing light into this existence
Yeah,
is the most important thing.
we're doing it.
Yeah.
And you know, we are the return. We are the return of Christ
You are
consciousness.
the return of Christ consciousness, unity consciousness.
Unity consciousness, yes. Okay. So moving on from your formative years, let's see. I guess I want to talk about unity consciousness. Is there something you want to tell us, a message about it, or something we haven't yet understood that we need to?
Um, about unity consciousness.
Yeah, and how to, I guess, really solidify it into our daily lives in like a I don't know. You can even, I don't know. Is there a message about unity consciousness that you want to share for us today?
I guess my message about unity consciousness is encouragement to really think outside of oneself. I'm trying to think of like a go get 'em tiger kind of thing, but it's like, you know, you grasp unity consciousness when you grasp unity consciousness.
Mm.
It's hard to.
Would you say that unity consciousness, the best way to think of it is the idea, even though it's very simplified sounding, is that we are all one. And so like that neighbor or the road rage guy who just really, you know,
Yeah,
angers you, it's like that is you too.
yeah, I guess I could say, just acknowledging that I am you and you are me, and like everybody around you is a reflection. It's, that is grasping oneness, and I'm trying to think, like, because I've got others coming through, and now I've got the peanut gallery
Who's
trying to.
coming? Who's talking to you now?
We've got Prime Creator. Oh gosh, he's wanting to come in.
To talk about unity consciousness? He's like, you're not handling this. What does he want?
No, yeah, he wants to come. I'm telling him not to barge in. Like, it's my interview. But he's saying I am botching the unity consciousness thing, and um, it's okay. We're good.
I love that. It's like we're really on a set right now. Like,
You
shh,
really are.
it's my spotlight time. You'll be next.
So yeah, here we are, live Yeshua botched unity consciousness. Prime Creator.
He's like, this is your thing. This is your
Thing. Yeah.
what I love about this, and people are like, I'm so astounded that we're talking to Yeshua. I know. And what's so I get to do this a lot, okay? And what I find so fascinating and endearing is like this is really Yeshua, and he is like he's still
Inside of
figuring it out too. Like the answers aren't like I used to think that it was almost like a chat GPT. Like you type in a question and the prompt is like already made up, but it's not. It's like they're very organic, exactly. Organic conversation with them.
well, and it's all coming through this organic filter, and
And it's being filtered through Stephanie, exactly.
And I don't want to be like, Stephanie doesn't have the information in there. She gets the concept, she's there spiritually and mentally. It's just sometimes like we can drop information in. So let's see, watch this. Unity consciousness is one of all, and all is of one. You look into the eyes of your brother, you look into the eyes of your sister, and you see yourself. Everything you do, you walk in reflection of another or of yourself. We are one and you are one. So we can do stuff like that, like channel scripted things like that. It seems like.
Interesting.
So what I did there was I tuned in and opened up and let a packet of information drop with words with, and then so it was like this is really fun exercise actually.
Yeah, that is very cool.
So right now inside of here, it's the consciousness of Yeshua, the expression of Yeshua, but also like I was able to open up and let more information drop in through another, through the oversoul.
Her oversoul?
Yeah, that was her over. Like we opened up and let her oversoul drop some information in.
I was about to say, because it's